There it is. What the heck? I think my volume's up on my YouTube. There it is. Stop. Mute. Come back here. No viewers. Good. Okay. I need to find the files for these clips. I have way too many windows open here, so let me find these files. Unless I downloaded it here. Oh, right there, latch. Okay, so let me open Super Slicer. Can I open a second instance of Super Slicer? Let me see. Super Slicer. If I double click it, will it open a second instance or does it just open the first one? Oh no, it opens a second one. Good. I like that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, we have comments already. Hey, Duff. Hey, John. How are you? Say hi to Sam. Apparently, you guys are stuffing your faces with pancakes all day. Well, maybe not. So we are just. It's kind of a mess on the desk here because I'm going to get the Prusa here to print the gold portion of my panel clips for the Voron. While the Voron is printing some Christmas cheer, some reindeer napkin rings. Hey, Ricky B. Hello, non-fam. Just a impromptu stream. So I have to. Now I'm just trying to figure out. Okay, so I guess the main thing I got to figure out is how many freaking clips I need for this thing. I need a 5mm clip for the side panels and a 3.5mm clip for the top panels. I guess I don't need clips for the back. Although it wouldn't hurt to have clips on all sides just so I can pop off any panel I want. Hey, Maple Leaf Makers, how are you? And Rendezvous, or Ravenous and Crapstar. Wow, lots of people popping in. Great to see. So we're just kind of just doing a chilling, relaxing night here. I thought, well, let's just go live while I'm doing some of this stuff. I'm going to start printing these clips for the panels, but I'm going to print the center of the clip in gold, and I'm going to print the outside parts in black. So on the Prusa, no, I'm just doing these clips in PLA and Pro PLA. It's going to be strong enough for these. I don't need to do these in ABS. You know, I know some people might say, no, you want to do them in ABS because it'll be strong. They're strong enough in PLA, trust me. And especially with PLA Pro. I'm using 3D Fuel Pro PLA. It is excellent filament, and it is, let's see, if I go to here, and the color is really decent, so that's what I'm doing, and I'm just going to do it on the Prusa here. Well, the still yet to be completely tuned Voron is printing some Christmas stuff for my lovely wife, who has requested a few things of me. So if I lower this camera just a little bit, there we can watch the Prusa as well. And yes, I've mounted a cool little light to my Prusa so that when I turn it on, it lights up my bed for me. Anyways, we'll go back to this one for a minute while I do a quick, actually, let's do a quick panel count. So I'm thinking, which is unusual to begin with. So for this side, so here's a panel, here's a side panel for this thing. So if I'm thinking 1, 2, 3 per side. So 3, 6, 9, 12 per panel. So 12, 24 for my side panels. So 24 pieces for my side panels. Where's my pen when I need it? Lost in my pile. So 24, which would make, hang on, why am I covering up chat? There we are. Hey, Kenneth. Dude, she gets to use the Voron before. I know. Isn't that something? But look at these prints. They're turning out. I mean, those are beautiful. The first layers were beautiful on them. These, and you know what? These things, for what they're being used for, she's painting them too. So she's doing a spray paint and then a sparkle paint over them. So if they're not a perfect print because the printer's not fully tuned yet, no big deal. And she wants like 36 of them. So I figure I'm running 9 up. I could run more up, but I just want to run 9 up because I want to start the black part of my panels first. So yes, it's a good thing I'm building another. If you've probably all heard by now, and I posted it on Twitter, that LDO Motors and Sparta 3D are going to sponsor me for a 250 millimeter Trident. So that's hopefully coming up maybe November, December. So just stay tuned for that. That's going to be an exciting build, and it'll be another interesting build. So yeah. So I guess, let's see, I can go a little bigger for those on the phones. There we go. I guess I should, so if I do 12 per panel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't have to worry about the corners if I put it up high enough. So there's 24 for the sides. The top and back, now the top panel is at 3 millimeters though. I'll start with 24, what the heck. The back is 3 millimeters. Let me check the, you have yet printed, you haven't yet printed something for your wife, like for herself or display, not that you haven't tried. Okay. She loves these little napkin rings, and then that little white reindeer I did. I've got a corner lifting right here. Oh man, I wonder, no, I didn't set that thing where I can cancel a print. That's my fault. I didn't clean the bed after my last test prints, and I know I manhandled it, so I'm gonna just we'll see if I don't care if I lose one, but the rest of them look fine. Yeah, but this one's lifting right here, and that's what I get for not cleaning my beds. You do 8 per panel on a 300. Oh, really? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so basically top, bottom, 2 on the side. So top, bottom. Yeah, I guess that would work. As long as there's no bowing in the middle, I suppose. Exclude object. I don't know if I have that set up. I'm using Super Slicer now. So, although I did put the in my printer config, I did put that in. So let me go over to let me go see. There's my print window. So how do I do an exclude object if I have it here? So here's my slicer window. Reindeer, yeah, how do I exclude an object when I don't know the object number? Yeah, I installed the I updated the config files for it, but you have to install it before the print. But it was installed. I installed it. Can't do it now. Because I installed the whole thing last week. But I guess I have to, in the slicer, number the objects too, or something like that. We have instance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I go ahead, I want to exclude instance number 6. Is there anything to do in instance number 6? So try G-code viewer. Let's go over here. G-code viewer. So there's nothing. Feature, feed rate, extruder. There's nothing really happening here. Current file. There we are. So there's the G-code viewer. Can I? Man, I'd love to be able to do that right now. You can pick it in a GUI. Go back to the dashboard and click the X icon in the printing dialog. Dashboard, printing dialog, the X icon right here. Oops. Do you really want to exclude copy 1? No. I want to exclude, oh, this is cool. I want to exclude, what number was it? 6. So here, maybe I go to this one, G-code viewer. I don't click on that one. Exclude object. Oh, this one. No, that's 5. That's 3. Or does it just go by the graphic? Do I actually just pick the corner that I want? Or do I have to actually find number 6? Yeah, there's number 6, which is the front one. Yeah, exclude object. Okay, we'll see. Yeah, it was number 6 according to the where's the slicer? Here we are. In the slicer, if I highlight it, it's instance number 6. So I assumed, well, we're going to find out in a second, I assumed then that in the print dialog right here, that it was instance number 6. And if this is the front of the bed, that is the proper instance. And I think it is. Napkin holder, ID copy 6 excluded. Oh, that is cool. Oh, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, crap. Okay, so then 8, 7, 6, 5. Maybe it is 5 then. Okay, let me quickly exclude 5 again as well. If I go like that, let's exclude 5. It just means I've excluded 2 of them. I don't care. I just want to see if it works. Hey, Zexelter. Okay, let's see if that works. Right now it's on, I'm going to circle. Well, the blue mark shows where it's at right now, actually. So where you see the blue is the one it's printing right now. So let's see when it finishes that layer. So let's go ahead and put this camera on. So it should totally exclude this piece right here. It should exclude this one with the fail in the corner here. It should exclude this. It should go from this one, and it should jump over to this one. This is the exclude object feature in Clipper. So I had one failing here. So we're going to exclude it from the print. So we'll see if it excludes it. And it works, because if you look now, the that is cool. So the blue line right here, this shows the one it's printing. So right now we are printing this one. We're printing copy 0 right now. Okay, this is freaking cool. This is a great feature. Now the only definite thing you need to know is you need to be here to see the failing print. So I got something that you didn't know about, Zixelter? No way. I don't remember who told me this. I think Kenneth told me this. Note to bed, clean bed and use Scotch pad on shiny side. I didn't use any anything to rough this surface up. No, I wanted to see if, and it works fine if it's clean for now, but I really should take some steel wool and scuff it up a bit. Yeah, for sure. Kenneth, I am so guilty of not cleaning a bed when I'm done a print. And look at this. It skipped that print. It totally skipped that print. That is great. Was it you that told me about this feature, Kenneth? That's a great feature. Very cool. Maple Leaf Makers, thanks for pointing out where I get to that. That is slick. You'll have it by tonight. Yeah. And keep in mind, they number starting at 0 versus in the slicer, it numbers starting at instance 1. So instance 1 is going to be 0 and instance 9 is going to be 8. So you got to kind of know that. But there's a graph when you open that in Clipper. Yeah, so basically in Clipper, on the bottom is the bed facing you. So the bottom right one, which is here, is the one I've eliminated. I accidentally eliminated this. I don't know if I can turn it back on. No, I can't. Once you exclude it, it's excluded. Exclude object, no, yeah. So once it's excluded, it's excluded. So I messed up by hitting the wrong one, but that's okay. I didn't realize it was numbered 0 to 8 instead of 1 to 9. Someone else told me that. Yeah, I don't remember who told me that, but they walked me through where to put the where to put the config, how to config the config files for it, and it's super slick. Whoa, I like it. So yeah. So theoretically, I can even, if I dare, while it's printing, let's see how easy that comes off the bed. Oh yeah, I can just get rid of that one. Yeah. My first layer wasn't high enough on that one. I didn't have enough squish. I think I adjusted my Z slightly after that one. I think, yeah. Anyways, very cool. So I'm going to turn on the Prusa. And actually, I've got to find, okay, so I was doing a clip count. So I'm going to print 12 per side anyways, and that way I have extras. Then I can decide, okay, do I want 8 per side or do I want 12 per side? So I'm going to print 5mm ones, 24 of them. I don't think I'll get 24 up on the Prusa bed, but note to self, before I start, clean the surface of the bed. Okay. And I might even put a little bit of nanopolymer adhesive on this, just to be sure. Although Prusa prints pretty good. So, put the bed in the right way. Oops. There we go. Okay, so let's go over to Super Slicer. I opened 2 windows. There we go. Do I have my Prusa profile loaded? I do not have the Prusa profile loaded in Super Slicer, so let's go ahead and load Prusa. Meanwhile, the rest of those prints are looking fine, and it's going to eliminate, it's not going to do the one in the top corner over there because I accidentally eliminated it. But man, that's a great feature. The parts I'm printing, what is this? These are just, these are for my wife. These are reindeer napkin rings that she's preparing for Christmas. She's spray painting them and then putting glitter on them and then a coating, and they look really nice what she's doing with them. So she wants like 575,000 of them. So I'm getting a few of them printed now because Christmas isn't far away. I'm exaggerating a little bit. I don't remember how many she wants. I'm just going to keep printing them until she tells me to stop printing. But I figure, even though the Voron's not 100% tuned yet, because the fact these are being post-processed and painted and blah, 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 it still prints pretty good. Oh, you should have seen the little ghosts I printed this overnight. Man, did they ever look incredible on the surface of the print. Oh, I should go grab one for you, but they're upstairs. But boy, they look good. Okay, let me go ahead and we'll just do this because Super Slicer, somebody last night talked me into using Super Slicer. Do I have a link to the model? For the reindeer rings, yes. It is, a matter of fact, I think I still have it open. It is in printables, and I will put the link right here. Copy. And let's go to my YouTube chat. And you're going to Twitter what you printed, a ghost and skeleton. Cool. And paste. And there's the link to this model I'm printing right now. There is the link to it on printables. Okay, DM me. Put it at 300 millimeters per second, then you can crank out 5 mil quickly. There we go. No problem, Maple Leaf Makers. Thank you for the videos you make. They're very good. I love that new bed heater that you showed. I don't think it's available yet, but that is a sweet-looking bed heater. And that video was great in showing how much more efficient it is at heating the bed. That's awesome. So we're keeping our eye open for that. So okay, so we're gonna go. I don't remember who told me to get Super Slicer, but it's okay. I can get used to this. If I can learn Prusa Slicer, I can learn Super Slicer. So let's go ahead and go Configuration Wizard, and let's get the Prusas in here. Prusa Research. We'll do the mini at 0.4, and well, it looks like it's already in here. Why did I not see it? Oh, maybe I was in the wrong spot. Oh, right there, right in front of me. Okay, and we are using generic PLA, so I'll just use generic PLA. Although I usually leave it on Prusa Mint PLA, and it gives me pretty good results anyways. And then I'm going to import on this one. I'm going to use 0.2 millimeter quality on these things. Yeah, the Maple Leaf Makers makes awesome videos, guys. If you guys aren't subscribed to their channel, go for it. I mean, they're doing some great videos. Go check out the new bed heating pad for the Voron that I believe they got from LDO Motors. Boy, what a game changer I think that's going to be. I really do. Yeah, I watched your video on the two-part on the two-part clockwork to PCB, CW2 PCB. Yeah, and it was pretty cool. What was I just going to do? Yeah, 0.2 quality. So let me find my models, and I think it's the 5 millimeter I said for my side panel. So let's get the 5 millimeter in. Now I just don't remember. Oh man, I got some vinyl on my finger from today. I was busy today with cutting vinyl. I think that's vinyl. Oh, it's tape. Yeah. Usually I come home spitting out tape or vinyl or something. Now, the only thing I don't remember how, and I'm sure somebody in chat is going to remind me, is although it might be the same as on Prusa Slicer, but this is all one piece, and I want to, even though it's 3 separate components, but I want to split them up because all I want to do is print the middle one. So if I right mouse click it, is that scale to volume, fix, mirror, split to objects or split to parts? I want to split to parts, right? Well, I do it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So let's see. No, it didn't work. So if I undo that, now if I go split to objects, there we go. Okay, so we split to objects. So then we take those two. I don't want these two, so I can delete that one. Delete that one. That's the one I want to concentrate on because that's the one I want to be in the accent color. Okay, so let's zoom out. How many can I fit on the bed? And you know what else I love about Super Slicer? With Prusa Slicer, when you duplicate the object, you have to actually hit your distribute button again. But with this one, it lays it out automatically for you. How many do I dare do? Why aren't you laying it out in a more logical pattern? How many do I have? I have 20, and I wanted to do 24 per panel. No, I need 24 total. Well, then let's just go ahead and do 21, 22, 23, 24, 20, and 2 spares, 25, and 26. Let's just do 26 instances. There we go. Look at that. That's not set up to fail at all, is it? Hey, Jason. But the beauty of it is, well, no, I can't. I don't have exclude object on my Prusa because it's not running Clipper. Jason, have you heard of the exclude object feature in Clipper? Yes, I did test fit for the right size. Initially, I printed out every one of these. So there was like 12 of them, 12 different sizes. I printed out 24 for sides, 12 top, 12 back. Yes. Oh, you have. So I just used the exclude object feature because I had one of these things failing here. And it worked once I figured out which object it worked like a charm. What an amazing feature. Anyways, so got 12 and 12. Okay, so let's just do 26. It's either for the sides. My sides are using the 5 millimeter clips, and my top, the back top is a 3 mil panel. I'm not sure what thickness the back panel is, but anyways, I guess I should look at that. Let me open the manual here real quick. let me open the assembly manual, which means I got to log myself out of my Acrobat at work. We're using Adobe Creative Cloud, and then what's my password? And I just want to see what the, and we will log out my iMac at work. Continue, there we go. Where's my chat window? Excuse me, where? There we are. Hey, Jennifer, hello, welcome. Welcome to my channel. If you're not subscribed to my channel and you're on here, you're allowed to stay, but a subscription would be great. They're free. Let me go scroll down to the panel section, and this will tell me. Bottom, I don't need to worry about, although I guess I could put them on the bottom. I don't know. We'll see. Panels. So we have 1mm tape on the back panel. Okay, side panels are the 3mm tape. Oh, it's just the thickness of the tape. All the panels are probably the same thickness. Okay, makes sense. So 3mm for the sides, 1mm for the top, and 1mm for the back. Okay. And then the doors I'm going to worry about last. I've got those. I'm going to look for those 270-degree hinges for the doors, and the back panel. Now, where was the bottom panel? Right there. Bottom panel doesn't get foam. Okay. I shouldn't have to access the bottom panel too much, so that's fine just to put the regular clips on, I would think. Okay. The back panel might be 4mm on the LDO. Okay, well, we'll double check that. Actually, I've got it right here. Hang on. Which one's the back panel? The back panel is the one with the funky... Oh, no, back panel is just... No, these are all... No, they're all the same thickness here. Okay, they're all 3mm panels. Okay, use 3mm for side and back. Some people had rubbing belts if you use 1mm foam tape. Okay, and oh yeah, and I have 3.5mm for the side and back, or for the back. Shouldn't get rubbing side and back. Oh, your tripod's wife. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, well, hello and welcome. He is driving. Okay, cool. Is Sam is Sam in the car with you guys? 3mm foam. Oh, I see what you're saying. Use 3mm foam for the side and the back. Some people had rubbing belts if you use the 1mm. Okay, rubbing belts on the back. Interesting. Anyways, we'll get to that. So let's get ahead. Let's go ahead and get these things sliced up. So we want 3 perimeters on these things. I don't remember what settings I used on these ones, but these ones turned out perfect. Let's see, how many perimeters did I put on this? I used, where are you, perimeters? 1, 2, 3. I think I used 4 perimeters on this. Okay. I think I used 4 perimeters. There's my mouse. Some of these settings in Super Slicer are confusing me a little bit. So top and bottom is fine. 0.2 is fine. Infill. Did I use infill, or I think these things just, yeah, there was infill on the middle piece, but not much. So I think, let's see, 13, 23% in, 18% infill should be fine. We'll have a look at it and see. Skirt and brim. I want 2 loops. I want 1 layer of skirt, and I want it to be 7mm out. He is with you. Well, wish him hello. Oh, he's probably listening. So, yeah. So, hi, John. Hi, Sam. The sides are 5.5 clips if they're 2.5 millimeter panels. Well, these are 3 millimeter panels, hence I'm using a 5 millimeter clip. So, yeah, somebody talked me into Super Slicer last night because it had the LS profile for the Voron. So I used it, and it really worked superbly when I was doing the extrusion multiplier test. We ended up with an extrusion multiplier for PLA of 0.9496. What did we do? Where's my filament setting? Why is my multiplier at 1? I want my multiplier here to be at 0.9. I think it was 9. What did I come up with last night? 9.6 or 9.4? I think we came out to 9.6. Or was it 9.4? I don't remember. I need 6 millimeter clips. I did a trial with the 5 millimeter and they worked fine. I got that, just that little bit of squish to, yeah. So, because I have 3 millimeter panels, unless you like it, then that's all you. I have 3 millimeter panels, 3 millimeter tape is 6 millimeters, and I'm giving it 1 millimeter of squish so that there's no, basically it makes it airtight. At least that's my philosophy. I tested different, where are the ones I tested? Actually, well, hang on a second here. Hang on 1 second. I have a bag. Where'd I put it? Okay, come on. I lose things in here. Right here. Okay, I have a bag. Oh, mind you, I didn't mark. So there's one of the ones I put together and tested. There's another one I put together. And I think that was it. Oh, hang on. There's one more I put together. And one more I put together. And these ones are outside. Oh, and there's one more I put together. So, we'll just make sure here. Because what the heck? All we're doing is watching a print go here. Oh, you just mathed it too hard. Oh, that's right, Kenneth. I keep thinking I'm printing to the Voron and I have to do my extrusion multiplier. I'm going to leave it at 1 because that's what the Prusa profile was at. Okay. But yeah, I know I'm going to leave my clips the way they are because yeah, I did that. I wanted 1 millimeter of squish to allow for, and what I did is I actually took 1 millimeter, 3 millimeter. So I took a piece of the foam right here. Okay, so there's a 3 millimeter foam, and let's move this camera up real quick. Let's move this overhead camera so we can kind of see. Get up a little higher so we can kind of see right there. So what I did is I took, where's that 5 millimeter clip? Is this the one? Is this the 5? Yeah, this is the 5. So basically what I did is I came over here with the clip, and I'll show you how I sort of figured this out. I didn't actually measure. I need to find the screw for this too. So hold on a sec. We're going to do this right. You didn't test any. Oh, well, I tested a lot of them. So I made a bunch. I made every size that they had available. There's the one I want right there. But we're going to show you. I'm just, because I'm not in a hurry here. And I'm sure nobody else is in a hurry here. And then I'm just going to show you. So we're going to take this hammer nut out of the small one. We're going to put the hammer nut in the big one. Come on. Get in there. I'm using 3 millimeter foam. 3 millimeter foam and 1 millimeter foam is what I've got. Okay, so, Waylon, what are you doing? Get out of here. Get upstairs. Making noises. I don't know if you're chewing stuff. Okay, so, here's what we're doing. We're going to, so we got the hammer nut on here. We're going to put that in there. We're going to move my hand out of the way. We're going to snug this up. Okay, so there we go. So there's how the clip basically goes on, and then you have your panel. So then what I did is I took my panel with the 3mm tape on it, put it under here with the tape underneath here, and clipped it in. And it's like if I let the panel go, it'll slide out. It's fine, but it's not pinching it too tight, but it's pinching it enough just to compress the foam slightly. Right, so I figure that should be fine, and I didn't put a bottom one on, but once I got the bottom one on, and I look down the side, and yeah, it's compressing it nicely so that there's going to be no air leakage or there's no gap happening, and then lift up, and boom, panel comes off. So that's kind of how I judged it for doing the 5mm panel. It's a great system, and then I did the same thing. I have a piece of tape on the other end of the panel. It's on the plastic, so it'll come off easy. That's the 1mm tape. And I did the same thing, hence coming up with the 3.5mm clip for the 1mm tape for the those panels that are using the 1mm tape. So let's go back down here with this camera so we can see our beautiful reindeer printing. Now, me making the mistake I did, I accidentally eliminated this one in the back here too. Yes, go ahead and throw tweezers in. Anyways, this guy in the back here, right there, is not getting printed because I accidentally eliminated the wrong one when I was using that feature. But now I know that they number them 0 to 9 instead of 0 to 8 instead of 1 to 9. Those clips are great. Yeah. So, anyways, we are going to go ahead and where was I at? I was at here. We're going to leave our extrusion multiplier fine. I think everything else is fine. Where's my filament settings? 215 is fine for the PLA Pro from 3D Fuel, which I purchased from 3D Lab Tech here. Yes, 3D Lab Tech. That's a shout out to 3D Lab Tech. Local guy here, excellent, carries a lot of supplies, including Voron supplies. So so my filament's okay, that's fine. My cooling should be standard 100% fan cooling, 3D view, and let's slice it and see how long it's going to take me to run 20 something of these things. It is going to take, oh, it's not bad, 10 hours. It'll be done by the morning. So let's go ahead and see how these are going to fare. Okay, so we got the info, we got 4 perimeters. They're going to be plenty strong. That's what I did before, was 4 perimeters. The pegs that are going into the extrusions are going to be solid with the 4 perimeters. That's good. And we should be good. So now I have to, oh man, I haven't done this in a while. I actually have to pull out my SD card. 3D Lab Tech is awesome. Yes. Andy has been, I've been to Andy's place. He delivers stuff to my house. We don't live far away from each other. Maybe a 7-minute drive. Little mistake, but at the same time, nice thing to learn. What was that? He's using, oh, what mistake? What did I learn? Oh, the, yeah. So let me find my, where's my SD card reader? Man, where's my card reader? I got so much stuff on my desk. I've got to clean my desk up, which is why I was printing those Gridfinity system, and then I got sidetracked from the Gridfinity system. Here, you guys don't want to watch me do this. Watch this while I do this. Where's my card reader? Or is it, hang on, is it built into this thing that's up here? No. Okay, I just need to find, I need to find my card reader for this, for the Prusa. I really need to get that on Octoprint or something so I don't have to depend on the card to transfer my files over, because a case like this where I can't find my reader, or do I have a reader on the computer? I don't. Oh no, where did I put that? Oh, there it is. Found it. Found it. Okay, unplug this plug. Plug this one in. I got to lose a couple cameras. You got too many cameras. You go in that way. And you go in that way. And then let's transfer this to the card. And we will call this new latch. That's fine. And exporting and eject and safely unmounted. Here we go. But I got to load filament in the Prusa first. Plane lands at 1 p.m. Tomorrow? Are you heading up there tomorrow, Jason? Okay, let's fire up the Prusa. Why is that camera all the way over there? What are you doing, camera? Reset. Get your butt down here. Okay, and we will preheat PLA. Here we go. And where's that looking at now? We don't want you looking right at me. And let's zoom in a bit. I said zoom in a bit. And down a bit. Up a bit. And this way a bit. There we go. So we're preheating this guy. I've cleaned the bed. Oh, I was going to put some, I'm going to coat this a bit. Now, do I need this? Maybe. Am I going to use it anyways? Yep. Because I want to make sure these things stick. So, I'm blocking chat. Enhance. This stuff might not need it, but I'd rather have it on there as a sort of an insurance policy that I know that these things are going to stick. So, and what I'm using, and I'm sure you all know, is that's what I'm putting on the bed. So, yep. And interesting smell to that stuff. I wish I was going to IRF, you guys. I'm really shooting for MRF next year. So we'll see what happens. Are we heated up yet? Almost. Let's auto load. We should be good to load. There we go. And we are loading. What did I have in there before? Oh, I had, looks like a carbon fiber black. There we go. Oh, no, it was a PLA black. We're going to purge this a few times because I'm going from black to a brighter gold. So I want to make sure. The toughest one's going from black to white. I like purge like 100 millimeters out. This one I'll just do about 50. And one more time should do it. You like the, yeah, now, I don't know, what is that smell? Like, oof, it's almost got an alcohol base to it. It's pretty, I shouldn't sniff it like that, but hey. Okay, okay, now let's go ahead and print. Let's go print. Let's go print from SD. And we called you side skirt dock mount variable. No, what was it called? New latch. Oops, go back. Print from SD. What? Sorting files. Come on, I think I need to replace this card. There we go. Heating. Oh, you didn't beep at me saying that you had a firmware update. That's warm. I want to put a Revo on this thing eventually, too. Put a Revo on her. Put a Revo on her. You ordered a Prusa today. Cool. Which one? Mark III Mini? Hey, Zenbender. Hello, hello, hello. And Ricky B, hello. Yeah, hopefully MRF next year. You got your Voron serial number for your Voron Legacy. Nice. I haven't applied for any of my serial numbers yet, but I will. I'll do it once I get them all built. I'll do it. I guess I can do them all at once. Okay, let's see how this baby's going to print. Let's get a camera over here, even though this is a... Oh, come on, what's going on? There we go. It's going to pull a camera over so we can watch the Prusa print. Actually, I should make sure. Do I need to do any? What the heck is going on with that? Oh, my camera froze. Hang on. I can fix that in a heartbeat. This just tells me that I have too many cameras. And activate. No, deactivate. Activate. Obviously that's not working. Okay, well, let's go back over to this camera for now. Nice, Stephen. It's a nice printer. I did the upgrade on this one. I bought the upgrade kit to the Plus on this one. So I had bought this. This is 3 years old, still working like a charm. And I did the upgrade not that long ago. Are you sticking? I can't see under the. Oh yeah, it's doing okay. But why is Wonder Tim Powers activate? Yeah, why is that camera? Why is this frozen? Oh, I think it's unplugged. Oh, I unplugged it. Hang on. There we go. Let's try again. Let's just try again. Brio. And let's go ahead and deactivate. And come on, Logitech Brio. There we are. There it is. I just had to speak nice to it. Oh man, that's bright. Let me turn this light off. Although that's really not doing that much. Oh, maybe if I bring it on. Oh, that's crappy. That's a crappy first layer. Am I too high? Yeah, I'm too high. Okay, let's go ahead and lower that. Lower that for the balance of them here. These tiny parts, you cannot see under the nozzle to see if the adjustment's working. I can't see until it moves on to the next one. That's kind of funny. With an MMU to boot, nice. Yeah, the MMU looks really interesting. Tell me, I can't see you. Oh, I think I lowered it enough. Let's just go another couple. I think we're okay. These ones are crap. You can tell right there that those, well, it's hard to tell in the camera, but yeah. I needed to adjust my Z. There, now I can see the other ones. It's so frustrating. But let's see. They're going to be fine. For what they're doing, they're going to be fine. I went too low. Okay. Let's go back. Okay. Let's see how we're doing on these suckers here. These things are still looking good. On the infill. Yeah. Man, that eliminate thing in Clipper is awesome. I have to I gotta Clipperize every printer just to get that feature. I have to put that on the rat rig too. Exclude object. That is so cool. I'm gonna rave about that. It'll be a dedicated PET-G system. Yeah, this thing prints PET-G like there's no tomorrow. Works well. Oh yeah, that's much better first layers. There we go. So I have 3 that might not be so pretty looking. That's why I did I do 2 or 3 extras? I did a couple extras. So I got this in the mail today. I'll give you a hint of what I got in the mail. It came with one of these. Quack, quack. Anyways, it came with one of those, and it's interesting. There we go. And so yeah, let's just see. It came with that. It came with a HDMI cable, and an HDMI to a mini HDMI, and a USB to a USB-C. And let's just see what it looks like. It's in the bag, but it's this thing right here, and it is called HDMI 7 version 1.0. It's a touchscreen, which I'm going to probably either end up on the 2.4 here or on the Trident. So we'll see. I don't want to pull it out of the bag at the moment. So yeah, we have USB-C or an HDMI port, Type C. We have an audio out. Very cool. So another thing to do, and now the other question. Well, it's not a question. It's maybe something. I'm thinking what I'll do is on the Trident build, I will use the 7 inches large. Mounts are for 4, 3, and a 5 inch. I'll just have to redesign design a new mount. 7 inch, it can work, or it can even go off to the. It can even go up above, or I'll make it work. I think I have. Hang on one sec. I'm going to come right back. I'm going to leave you with this. What speeds am I using for my prints presently? Alice's profile, I believe 100. Let's see. Let me open the Super Slicer for this one, and my print settings and my speeds. Default 100, 150 perimeters, 200 infill, 150 support, 300 sparse, 140 on the bridges. So there's a few different speeds, and then the accelerations are anywhere from 10,000 down to 2,000. 10,000 is a travel, and default acceleration is 4,000. Volumetric speed 24 millimeters cube per second. Travel speed 450 millimeters per second. That's what the settings are right now on that profile. Yeah, Zenbender, that's exactly why. It's my eyes. I have, of course, I wear glasses, and these are progressive, so there's readers on the bottom and the thing on the top, and I mean, my goodness. Yep. Let's see. I just don't want to miss any questions. If you've asked me or said anything and I've missed it, just let me know again. Because I'm trying to keep up with the chat here. But let me go find something real quick. Wires, cameras, boards, accessories. I think it's in my bin that's labeled 3D boards, etc. Maybe. There's an Octopus version. It's an Octopus board. I think this is version 1.1. So I have an spare Octopus. What else? What's this board? I don't remember. This is a, what is this board? Mini 5 Plus V1.0, a Duet Mini 5. I don't know what I would use that for. I don't know why I had that. Unless that was the Rat Rig, original one for the Rat Rig. Is this? I gotta figure out what I've got. That's so me too. Until I do the solid infill. Why I didn't realize I had this. I didn't realize it's a Raspberry Pi 02. Raspberry Pi 02 W. I didn't realize I had one of them. Hey, I could probably make a lot of money on this. Wow. Okay. Well, that's good to know I have that. I did not know I had that. And then here's what I was looking for. So I don't know if this would work on a Voron system or not. It's a Panel Do 5i 5-inch touchscreen. Will that work? Can I get that to work on a Voron through Clipper? I don't know. I think I got this initially for the rat rig, and I never did hook it up. But I don't know enough about it to know if I could use that on a Voron. So, oh, and these are my stepper drivers for the Octopus. Okay. Nero did, but he used it with a Duet one on one of his Vorons. Okay. I mean, it's not a big deal. And I still haven't used this on anything. I have, I think this is the same one Jerry has. Filament, no, it's not. Maybe not. A filament runout sensor. Sentinel filament runout sensor. Again, I think I got this for the rat rig and never used it. So there's always that I could put on one of these machines too. Yeah. Anyways, maybe I'll look into that Panel Do and see. He used it with a Duet. Okay. Maybe that needs to be with a Duet. Yeah, because it's a duet3d.com and it's Duet 3D compatible. So, anyways, it's here, not being used. Well, and then I've got a solid state relay, spare solid state relay, because I think I purchased one because I didn't think the rat rig came with one, and it came with one. You have a Duet 5 on your VCore 3 running Clipper. You have not updated Moonraker because you think it's no longer supports it. Ah, okay. Okay, so the big Tree Tech touchscreens will work fine on any of these. So yeah, and they're not that expensive, those big Tree Tech touchscreens. Okay. They're all offline machines. Well, that's looking pretty good on the first layers here. It's hard to see, but can't focus that close with this, but they're looking pretty good. I would expect nothing less from the Prusa. I'm going to mute myself for one moment. Oh my goodness! I was just told that my dear, dear, lovely favorite sister-in-law just made me some fresh banana bread. No, you didn't lose audio. I was muted. I was on the phone with the wife. Uh, the silence. You feel so alone. Okay, well, I promise not to do that again. Although I may have to run up and get a piece of banana bread. Oh, hey, friendship lights. Oh boy. Okay. So we've determined that I'm going to run 24 side clips for the side panels, 12 for the top, 12 for the back, none for the bottom. And then the doors, I need to track down those 270-degree hinges. Oh, banana bread warmed up for 15 seconds in the microwave with melted butter on it. Oh, oof. Yeah, I'm drooling. Let's get a drink and wash that drool down. Audio is back. I muted myself. Maria says to me, "Can they hear us talking?" I said, "No, I muted myself." She said, "Good, because I would have kicked your ass." So, where's my? I should run my little banner here real quick here. Doo, doo, doo. What is printing? Well, printing is when you put some ink on paper and what is printing? Oh, I'm just kidding. These are reindeer napkin rings for my lovely wife. She has requested 15 of them apparently. Oh, oh, she does love me. Thank you. Don't stab me with a knife. They can hear you. There's witnesses. There's witnesses. Look what oh, look what I got brought down. Banana bread and freshly baked muffins. I love you too. Thank you. Mm. Real question is, why are they gray? She's painting them. She's paint. Oh, she did I did some earlier that were like a silverish in this color, but she went ahead and painted them. So she's spray painting them with sparkle spray. She did one of them, painted it red, and then put silver sparkle on it. Boy, it looked good. You can check out the model with the link you sent. Let me go to this thing here and let me look at that link. Oh yeah, that's exactly. Oh yeah, yeah, of course. That's the model right there that we're printing on that link. Thanks, NonFam. Okay, let's put some butter on this banana bread. Oh, it's not perfectly warm, but it's good. Let's see. Now, I'll admit something, and you guys are going to say, "Well, duh." It's no secret that I'm a little plump. Like I'm fat. That's okay. But one of my weaknesses, and it's terrible to admit, you'll be back. You forgot to call your wife. Well, go call your wife. That is more important than anything. Set it to 300 millimeters per second and pump them out. Well, let me speed it up a little bit. Yeah, you're gonna get me in trouble if it messes. So let me go to 150%. Let's go to 150. Let's see what it does. Oh, oh, that is good. She came down to check her print progress. No, she's got zero interest in 3D printing, which is good, which is fine. I'm fluffy. Thanks, Jason. Yeah, you can print them really fast on your Bamboo X1 carbon. Realistically, if I had, well, I guess it doesn't matter what color. I have another 3 printers here I could be printing them on, but it's okay. I got to break the Voron in. I'm fluffy. Look at that one lonely reindeer sitting in the top left there, because I accidentally excluded him. That's Rudolph. He's being left out of. Hang on, there are 9 reindeer too, aren't there? Anyways. Now she has a bit more interest if she makes a print that I model for her. Yeah, well, she loves some of the. That's the roadkill reindeer. The other one's been buried already. The one that was here is buried already. He was smart. He took off. She loves some of the stuff I printed. I mean, every Christmas, Halloween, whatever. We tend to print something. So okay. Hey, 3D Printing Joey, how are you? Thank you for popping in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Anyways, what I was saying is my one weakness, and it's I think it contributes a little bit to my fluffiness. I love butter. Okay, like real butter, salted butter. So does Leanne, who is Maria's sister that made this banana bread. Apparently, she's the same as me. Maria says when I butter my bread or anything like that, she says it's like I put cheese on it. So, because it's, anyways, I love butter. It's a weakness. So, go to the movies, got to be layered butter. So it's pretty cool. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little. Okay, this is going to work good. These are adhering quite well. The camera's a little close, but these are adhering quite well. We put a coat of nanopolymer adhesive on there just to ensure we have stickage, because these are going to print all night. And I just don't want a failure. So I didn't need the adhesive, but I put it on as an insurance policy, basically. So, yeah. So that'll print all night. Those are the clips for the side panels for the Voron. And I could have made it a true Voron part and printed it on the 0.1s, or on the 0.1, the one I got working. But I wouldn't fit nearly as many on the bed. Although I could have filled this bed a lot more. But that would... I could have put the... I never thought I could have just put the 3.5 millimeter ones on as well. Oh well. Oh no. Well, good news, bad news, right? Bad news is at hour 19 you had the error, but good news is it could happen at hour 37. Got to always try and find the positive in everything, right? Okay, flush it down with some water. We'll save these other 2 for a little later for a pre-midnight snack. I gotta clean my... Oh man, I gotta clean my studio out. It's crazy in here. I have nowhere to put a plate. Come on. Here, we'll put you right there on the skeleton hands. Not even there. Wow, this is crazy. Like, I really got to clean this out. Like, wow. Like, look. Okay, I'm almost embarrassed to show this, but hey. So if I turn... Look at the mess. Look at the mess over here. We've got a 7-inch display screen. We've got Revo nozzles. We've got build plates. We've got CNC machine. We've got, anyways, it is a disgusting mess over there, and I've got to clean it up. But anybody that hasn't seen the studio, there's the Brew to You little robot, and then there's a rat rig in the background. Right on the right side there is a FlashForge Creator 3. We have our LED display system in the back there, which I have to right up here, right there, which I've got to actually program, and I should have that on. I should actually have LDO's logo on there while I'm streaming with this printer. And then we have a little corner over there where all my different, on the top of the shelf there is all different parts that I've got to open yet. And we have our little rep box up there, which I never use. We have our little robot in the back corner there. And we have TV there because this is part man cave, part studio. So, and then of course we have, we have me and the screen I'm looking at. Oops, what's going on here? There we go, and there's my monitors, and you can see right in the screen where I'm actually showing. There we go. Just like that. There we go, virtual tour. Thank you. It's but the thing about these, I saw that you can pre-order the Obsidian, but I'm going to wait until they come to Canada. My guy here, 3D Lab Tech, should be carrying them. Matter of fact, I should email him and ask him. Should be carrying them. So I'd rather that than pay shipping and import and duty and blah, blah, blah. So I'll just wait. That's a good question, Zen. Let's see. I wonder how that would work. Let's just see. Okay, let's see. Ready, set, and oof. Turn. No, it stops. It bottoms out. Thing with that filament rack, though, that's the Repcord rack things there. Make sure you print them in a strong material, at least PETG, and make sure you put more infill than I did, because I've had 3 of those fail, and kaboom, 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 things fall off. So I've had to reprint some of them, and I'm going to eventually reprint more. I'm just waiting until they fail. Yes, I'm going to wait till they fall off, and I'll print them as I need them, because I don't know which one's going to go next. My money is on the bottom one, so we'll see what happens. Let's get this thing back to where it was. And right about, doesn't matter. I'm not going to focus on this camera anyways. There we go. You're printing the Ghost with Feet model on the bamboo, scaled at 400%, and it takes just over, oh man, I'm so freaking jealous. That is incredibly fast, Jason. What infill? 20% infill, I think, is what they said if you're scaling it. I think the X1 Carbon's a great pre-order. If I had the money, I would be having one of them, but don't have the money right now. And should we wait? Well, as Jason just set up above, he just says, I hope this printer holds up over time. So outer parts are yellow, black. Oh, okay. I think with the Prusa, the first thing I'll do is print the mini base and all the mini parts again and rebuild it. Oh, okay. That'd be cool. Yeah, and just exactly, Friendship Lights, what Jason's saying, time will tell. It's a personal choice. I say yes if I could afford it, blah, blah, blah. But realistically, when it first came out, I said, I'm going to wait a year. I want to see how they hold up. So far, from what I've been hearing, phenomenal. They've got parts available. The parts are very inexpensive. The parts are extremely inexpensive, but then again, they'll have their firmware and their slicer and everything perfected within the year. Yeah, 20% infill, 0.2 millimeter layer height, 3 walls. Yeah, 3 hours. Oh man. I'm printing one at work at 150%, and it's taking over 4.5 hours. Oh, man. Okay. I should get the one. I did last night. It looks so good, because considering Considering I haven't tuned this printer yet. Where did I put the other ones from last night? They turned out really well. They're really cool models, but 400%, man, that's going to be cool. I should try one on the rat rig and get it as high as I can, but that would take a lot of filament. You started with a FlashForce Creator Pro in 2013, picked up a few more, but very old school. In 2013, wow. I guess that would be considered old now. That's 9 years ago. This Creator 3 is a good little printer here behind me here. It printed all the parts for the Vorons so far, all the ABS parts. So it did a good job. It does a great job on ABS. So, mind you, it was the only enclosed printer I have too, for now. Yeah, is Joel doing it at 1,000% on what printer? Holy crap. He's going to do it life size, basically human size. Okay, thanks, Jason. Have a safe flight and say hi to everybody down there for me, and we'll catch you on the flip side. I'll be watching out for videos from Earth. Thanks for hanging out. Now, that ghost model is cool. If you watch, I think it was Uncle Jesse put a video out a couple of days ago saying that how he has over $4,000 in sales on Etsy in 1 week for those little ghost models, various sizes and stuff. Your rat rigs will do it at 1,000%, will it? Oh, cool. Oh, I'm awful tempted. But yeah, he sold, and he said he profited. He figures he's going to profit around $3,000 on them. So holy crap! But hey, Joe Velasco. Yeah, it's a little too late for Halloween for those now, but I'm thinking got to come up with something for Christmas. And I forget who designed that ghost model. You have to be a Patreon and download the model, and you can sell it if you're an ongoing Patreon. But I wonder if I got to look and see, because can you imagine doing like a Santa Claus type thing like that with a similar idea where you lift it and the legs pop out? I think that's really cool. Some pretty cool stuff coming out of some of these designers lately. I just wish, like, I can do, I can do certain things in Fusion 360, yada, 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 but the creativity of some of these people and the things they come up with is incredible. An elf, yeah, that would be good. I know. Well, that's just it. I mean, if he sold that many, I don't remember how many he sold, but to keep up with, I imagine Uncle Jesse's got quite a few printers, but still, that's a lot of orders to keep up with. And there's got to be a point where you cut off orders because there's no way you're going to get them shipped by Halloween. So, yeah, you got to look at all those aspects of it, right? What am I eating? Well, my lovely wife brought me some banana bread and some homemade. They're actually called, and this is way too many carbs for me today, but they're actually called muffin tops. You just bake them. You get them in a bag at the grocery store. Throw them in you do a little bit of mixture on them. They got blueberries in them. They're called muffin tops. They're actually pretty good. A little bit of butter on them. I've eaten way too many carbs tonight, but that's okay. I don't do this every night. So, yeah. There's a lot of filament. You'd like to do a snowman that has removable head and is hollow. Holds salted peanuts. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool. What am I sharing? Sure. Here, I'll hold it up to the camera. Grab it. Oh, snooze, you lose. That shouldn't be too hard to design something like that, Zen. Because really, you're just thinking a few spheres with a lid and a. I'd be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a cookie jar if it was 18 inches tall, though. That's a lot of peanuts. Smell-o-vision. Thread the head and smell-o-vision. Yeah, you can thread the head easily. You can. And it can be very coarse threads too, right? Okay. Holy cow! This was a treat. If you're watching, Maria, thank you for bringing this down for me. Could use some more water. No, I'm kidding. You can barely cat up a box to hold a pie. Oh. I did one project spring last year for a customer at my full-time business. That's a good idea, Joe Velasco. Anyways, I did this one model of a built-in furnace HVAC filter system. Took a bunch of pictures of it, measured. It was back when I was learning, getting my feet wet in Fusion 360. Took me a whole lot more hours than it should have to model this thing, but it consisted of like 18 components and stuff. But when all was said and done, I got it done, printed the model, and it turned out incredible, and it taught me a whole lot about Fusion 360. So I'm still a little bit not as well versed on parametric modeling yet. I'm learning that slowly. And then there's also the like this snowman or this ghost they're talking about has I forget what it's called when it's like a wavy. So in other words, it's not square shapes, et cetera, et cetera. It's more of a wavy, like if you're modeling a face or something. I forget what they call that, but I have not learned that yet. But I can't imagine that would be too hard to learn. Where's Rudolph? Rudolph is Rudolph ran away. See, they wouldn't. Rudolph used to be right here. They wouldn't play with him. His nose got all out of joint, literally. It was his nose that failed. And so we excluded Rudolph from the reindeer games, so he's gone. The one in the top left corner was accidentally excluded from the reindeer games, so yeah. But that, and I can't say enough about that, is a cool feature. Because that one print that had failed could have ruined the whole bed of prints. But the fact that we can eliminate a failing print when you have multiple up like this is just mind-boggling. Anyways, Mr. Peanut with a removable head to hold some peanuts would be another great model. It would be. Now, would there be crap? Oh, that's okay. It was my first time using the feature called exclude object, right? So I don't know if you've seen this or if you're watching, but you so basically what happens is there's the 9 objects that were on the bed. That's the one it's printing right now in blue. So I could say, okay, oh, this object is failing. I could click on it and I can exclude that object from the rest of the print, and it would just bypass it. So the failure wouldn't cause the rest of them to print. I accidentally excluded this one because the numbering is a little bit weird. because it goes 0 to 8, whereas in the slicer, the model is numbered 1 to 9. So you've got to realize that this is actually 0 to 8 when you're looking in Clipper and you're going to exclude one because they number them 0 to 8. So anyways, I accidentally excluded the wrong number because it was 6, whereas it was 6 in the other one, but it actually should have been 5. But I've been forgiven for that. So now back to your comment there, Zen, Mr. Peanut. Would there be? I guess there wouldn't be, because there's all kinds of people that are making Elmer Fudd and all this. I was going to say, would there be copyright issues with designing a model with a mascot like Mr. Peanut? But I suppose not, because people are designing like Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd, and all that, and that seems to be no problem with all those things going around being shared. So. Yeah. These ones are not. Oh, okay. That's just the next layer. These guys are all coming out pretty good so far. We'll just have another look at these. These are looking good. And again, this is the gold part for the clips for the panels for the Voron 2.4. And then the outer parts of these are going to be printed in black. Probably maybe even Prusa Galaxy black or something like that. So we'll see. That's a good question, Chris. That's a very good question. I would imagine. Okay, well, let's go back to the slicer here and have a look. I think as long as, so here's a slicer, because when I have multiple objects, they're called instance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, if I were to, let's just delete a couple of these instances. Now, if I were to bring in, just for lack of anything else to bring in, let's bring in one of these. Where are they? Let's bring in one of these latches. So let's bring that in. Okay, so now let's sort this out. We have a different latch. So now we have see, it's a new item. Now, if I had that latch and I did 4 instances, now I have instances of the latch and instances of the napkin ring. So I could probably eliminate anything on there. So yeah, I guess that would work. As long as you have instances. Now, if I delete it, does it remain as one instance? So 2 instances. So it doesn't. So it's got to be numbered. So you're going to have at least 2 of an item on there. Now, I've not tried this. I assume then when you're in here, I don't know how that's going to work, because in Clipper, when you go to exclude an object right here, why is this? There we are. When you go to exclude an object, unless it has both so this has copy 0 through 8. Now, if I had a second item on there with 4 of them on it, is it going to list it as? I don't know. I'd have to try that and see. But that's a very good question. They can be different parts, okay, but I think you have to have at least 2 of each part. Oh, you don't need to use instances at all. Clipper is not aware of them. It can cancel any individual part on the plate. Okay, good to know, Maple Leaf makers. Oh, and if you're right there, Zendan, if you're doing it for profit, that makes a big difference. Yeah, if you're making money on it, of course. You can have single instances. Okay, cool. I did not know that. Okay. So the slicer labels the objects and inserts names into the G code. Clipper just reads the names from the G code file. Oh, okay. Yes, because it's called napkin holder STL copy 0, napkin holder STL copy 1, etc., etc., etc. Okay, it's not called instance. It's called napkin holder. Okay. So yes, awesome. That's good to know. That is really good to know. Very cool. Well, we are at what, 83% on these reindeers. I can crank the speed a little more, I think. Let's see. I don't think it's going to hurt it. Let's go to. Let's go there. And see if we can finish them a little quicker. There we go. And that filament I'm using looks good. It's Matter 3D PLA, Performance PLA Gray. Okay, somewhere in my massive amount of open windows here, new audio device detected. Oh, I'm on Discord. Okay, I don't need to be on Discord right now. Let me close that Discord window. Let me close that Discord window. One of my windows here, I found they're laser cut door panels. No. I'm looking for the 270, I think it is, 270 degree hinges for the door. 270 degree clamping hinges right here. STLs. There we are. Faceplate bottom. Faceplate embossed. Let's have a look. Okay, well, there they are. There's the hinges I need. I'm going to have to download and print those. And that is on Voron Design GitHub, Voron users. Faceplate no logo, faceplate through logo. Oh, cool. So you can have the logo either bridged filament behind the logo, a through logo, so there's nothing, or you can have no logo. Okay, it's good that they have all those options. Side mount brimmed. Okay. Oh, that is cool. Okay, I'm definitely using these hinges. Yeah. Definitely. Clamping hinges, same thing. If you throw nice and matte, I've been enjoying Matter 3D as well. It is good stuff, isn't it? Yeah. Eamon dropped off. I've got some other stuff I've got to do for Eamon. He dropped off some carbon fiber filaments for me to try, and this Voron build's been taking most of my time for the last couple months. So I've got to, once it's all done, I got to get those carbon fiber. It's PLA PETG, which I've done tests on both. Then there's a nylon carbon fiber and the high temperature nylon carbon fiber I've got to test out for them. So, yeah. If you throw your panel clips on that are single print with 3 parts and fill the bed of 12 and want to cancel the one that had to go. Okay, if you throw your panel clips on that are single print with 3 parts and fill the bed of 12 and want to cancel the one that had one side lever fail, it cancels the whole single part of 3 parts. Okay. But not if you separate them. Like I had to separate them for let's see, what was it called? What did I do? So I brought it in, and I just forget what they call that feature now. Let's just see. If I bring in just the 8mm for fun. So I'm going to sneeze. Yeah, unless you separate the three parts up. That's, yeah, okay, exactly. I didn't read that part. Split the objects, yeah. So on here, like I did with these, I can take this one, right mouse click it, and split to objects. Oops. And then now I should be able to pick whichever part I want to exclude if one of the parts fails. So it's a pretty cool feature, actually. It's really cool. There we go. That's pretty cool. Run, reindeer, run. 86%. 21 minutes left. Should bring me to just after 10 o'clock. Look at that, and then I can start another bed of them. I actually should get some steel wool. I don't know if I have any steel wool. Scuff that bed up a little bit. And the clamping hinges, same thing, yeah. Yeah, I'm hoping these. I think Maple Leaf Makers. These are going to have a nice matte finish to them as well because they're going to be painted, just like rattle can spray painted. So and then glitter and all that. But they look good when she's done with them, so it's pretty cool. So she wants 15. So if I run 9 more, and this is 7, that's 16. That's 1 spare. 2 commands: split object and something else, and they both sound like the same thing. Yeah. Exactly, and I mixed that up at first. So if I come on over here, that's this one. No, I can do that on this one too. So if I come over here, the 2 of them are the other one here. If I right mouse click is, where was it? Split. Oh, why won't it let me split on that one? Maybe let me just go to my other window, and if I bring in that 18 millimeter part again, or the 8.5 millimeter one. Okay, and if I bring this up, somebody's bound to know what this means. But anyway, so if I take this, right mouse click it, you can split to objects or split to parts. So I'm really not sure. If I split to parts, it still remains one object. So I don't know. I'm not sure what that means. But to actually have it separate, you got to actually go split to objects, and then it separates each piece. So I'm not sure what split to parts would be used for. Here we are. Oops. It won't let you because you are on instance 1 or 3. Need to be on the base one. Oh, okay. Kind of makes sense. Is that a little stringing right here? Just a little bit of stringing. Maybe because I sped it up. It's not bad. This filament has been sitting on the shelf, unwrapped, for probably 8-9 months now. So it's doing pretty good. No popping, nothing, no wet. It's not wet. PLA, we can get away with that out here. We have a dry climate out here. Yep. So, what else do I need to get ready? I need to start. Actually, I need to also start. I guess I have a crap load of parts to print for the switch wire or for the Trident now. That's not string; it's reindeer hair. Okay, I'll go with that. Yeah, that actually it is pretty much like reindeer hair. It's nice and clear. Let's see. Watch me pull one of them off the bed. Come on. No, can't get it. Cannot get it. Okay, we're starting on the infill on these guys. These guys all look good so far. Not one of them is lifting. They should print just fine. I could probably get the mini down. Maybe tomorrow I'll pull the mini out and start printing the black ones at the same time. Get that done. I just need to make room for the mini somewhere here. I just got to clean up a bit. It happens. I clean up. I'm happy. It's nice and clear. I start a build, and a few weeks later, it's like, ugh, what happened to my cleanup? Any of you guys ever printed one of these? This is pretty cool. This was one of my first prints when I started 3D printing. It was pretty cool. One of these vices. I know they've redesigned them now lately so that they open and close a lot quicker, but that's pretty cool. So, I suffer from allergies pretty well year round. So, with winter coming on and the leaves falling off the trees, it's been hitting my allergies lately, and I should really start taking my allergy pills again. So, I get very stuffed up. And the same thing happens to me in the spring when the snow comes up and everything starts coming up from under the snow, all the whatever it is that snow covers up. So, but yeah, it's right now. It's because it's fall, and a lot of wind and leaves and dust, and yeah, it's a cool clamp. Anyways, it's one of those things. I printed crap loads of stuff when I first started 3D printing, and you print this, you print that, you print so many benchies, and I threw a whole bunch of it out at one point, just recycled it all. But this is one that I have to keep. That was a cool print. That's back before I knew what I was doing. But it worked out pretty good. That was actually printed. That would have been printed on, what would that have been printed on? Probably my CR20, my Creality CR20 Pro. Don't have them anymore. I had two of them, and they're actually scrap parts right now. But I mean, I look at it and I go, man, the bottom layer is awful. Could have used a lot more squish. But other than that, I mean, it's not bad, considering all there is to consider. Is that infill looking okay, or am I going too fast? I think I need to crank the temperature on that a little bit. That filament tends to run hot. Crank that up 5 degrees. Let me just check. Yeah, those top layers are coming out crappy for some reason. Let me slow it down. Yeah, that filament, you can run anywhere up to 230 degrees on this filament we're running there. Oh, Twitter DM. Okay, I will. Let me have a look. Twitter. Oh, cool. I like that. Okay, thanks, Stephen. Wow. Been awake for 2 days. Holy crap. Okay, well, hopefully you get some sleep. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Your top layers are always rough on your 2.4. Yeah, mine have been pretty good, but I don't know what it is with this one. I cranked the speed a bit, and I increased the temperature. This filament needs to run a little warmer. I'm not overly concerned. These are going to be painted and have sprinkles put on them and all that and that, so I'm not overly worried. But yeah, they yeah, that's pretty ugly. And mind you, this is my first real job with the top layers showing that I printed in. Oh no, hang on, these test prints worked out okay too. I find the new Prusa slicer top layers seem to come out really, really nice in Prusa slicer, but I don't see why super slicer wouldn't be any different. But huh. Yeah, they're not looking that good actually. Those top layers so far. I don't think this is the final top layer, no, because we're still at 93%. I hope that's not the final top layer, because that's very rough. Can't be, because there's still some gaps right here. Um, yeah, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Then again, as I say, that filament's been sitting around for about 9 months unwrapped, so it could be an issue. The filament could be a little bit. Yeah, those are rough surfaces. I can hear it hear the nozzle hitting some of those surfaces. So peek over here. Oh, you know what? Too. This guy lifted off the bed. He lifted. He didn't lift. No. Oh no. Yeah, these are turning out pretty rough. I may have to do them. Try a different filament because there's no reason they shouldn't. Almost looks in a couple of them like there was layer shifts on the heads. So let's go ahead and eliminate this guy. And we're going to exclude him because he's failing. So he failed. Yeah, this is that's one ugly. Those are ugly top layers. Oh yeah, and there's something going on. Almost like it's not layer shifting. It's almost like it's got elephant foot on the top. It is weird, but you can see that is ugly. I mean, if you look at that, that is ugly, ugly infill compared to the bottom. Yeah, I don't know whether it's the filament or what's going on here, but there's a lip going all the way around on the top, so they printed this way. So it's almost like it's got reverse elephant foot going on. So that's just really, yeah, that's I got to redo these for sure. Try a different filament, and I'm going to try. I don't know if it's again what I did in Super Slicer, but I'm going to try Prusa Slicer and see if it makes any difference. But first, I'll try a different filament, and I'll print one and see what it does. But yeah, these are. I bet these don't even have good. No, they don't even have good layer adhesion. Like that's. Yeah, even the infill, the you can kind of see on the top of the head there, big gaps inside where there should be perimeters. Anyways, binding on one of my 4Z axes. I don't know. Those I printed those ghosts last night and they came out perfect. Like I mean perfect. Yeah, I'm just going to cancel the print right now. There's no sense wasting because, and I'll show you why. Because they're all looking the same way. Let's stop the print. There we go. Which camera did I just switch to? Oh, I'm still on the close-up camera. Okay, so let's just pop this bed off here. Yeah, I honestly think it's the filament. It's old. This filament is really old. But you can see those top layers are awful. Like, yeah, they're awful. And then, yeah, like there's, whoops. Oh yeah, I mean, like, yeah, there's no layer adhesion. There's no, yeah, I think I'm gonna blame the filament on this one. Yeah. Yes, I am going to. Yeah. Okay, well, sorry, dear, they're not going to be done as quick as I thought they were going to be done. I will fire it up again tomorrow. Good news is these are printing very nicely. So, yeah. Yeah, so you can see, I mean, like, look at that. That is, that's awful. And you see what I mean by like the almost like a little layer shift there, right? You can almost see like on that top layer for some reason, it's almost like it's layer shifting. So this was Matter 3D Performance PLA Gray, but it's been on my shelf open for a long time. So it doesn't seem to be wet. But I guess just because it's not making the popping sounds and because it's not stringing a lot doesn't mean it's not wet. Maybe it is wet. But even the first layers they've got good squish, but the first layers are looking awful too. So, or maybe it's the extrusion. Maybe I'm just, yeah. Anyways, but yeah, it's those be ugly. So anyways, that's okay. We'll try it again tomorrow. Now, at least the Prusa's printing good. It's printing the, I'm just going to home that Voron so I get the head in the middle, then I'll unload the filament tomorrow. I'll slice it again. Use Super Slicer, but I'm not familiar with all the things in Super Slicer. I may just reslice it and do it in Prusa Slicer. I'm more familiar with the settings in Prusa Slicer, so we'll see. We will see. We were at 10:08. I've been going for just about 2 hours, so I think I'm going to call it a night, and I will pop on again if I can tomorrow. We'll see. Tomorrow's Friday. Depending on what's going on, I got to do some family time, so we will see what's going on. But maybe later in the evening when the kids are in bed, and when I say kids, I mean Maria and Ethan. But when they're in bed, I can pop on and maybe get these things going. I definitely want to get these reindeer things going for her for the weekend. So I'm going to call it a night and thank everybody who's been hanging out and stuck with me all this time. That's appreciated. Thank you, everybody, for your time, for your help, and for all of your encouragement. And if you haven't subscribed to me, please do. It's free. And tell your friends about my channel and share it. I'm creeping up on that 1,500 subscriber mark. It's very, very close. So let's get over that mark and we'll climb our way up to 2,000. So until I see you next time, you guys have a safe evening. Sleep well if you're sleeping, and have a good day if you're waking up. And stay safe, and we'll talk to you later. Bye for now.